So I thought it was a bit of a while since we did a bit of a proper video for you guys. We are currently in Granary Wharf in Leeds, and we're just about to go through the river lock. So I'm going to take you down with us and show you us getting on to the Aire and Calder. So sit back and enjoy the journey, guys. Steve will warble when he comes on. Both the boats are tied together, and I shall see you on the other side, because I've got to go and do the lock, everybody. Yeah, are you alright for me to go down now?
Yeah.
That's recording.
Yeah.
For YouTube.
Don't touch the ground panel.
No, if you want to say something, just to let people know what we're doing.
Stay, Poppy. Stay. Waiting for Joe to open the lock gates, and the reason being is it's like a wind tunnel down here, and it's fine until you start trying to slow down with two boats tied together. It was just awkward last time, so I'm not doing it again. So we will be setting sail shortly. Just wait for the one with the little legs to get round there. It's a quick jump round the corner, under a couple of bridges, through a lock, and then we pull over and we've got to do the water, unfortunately. But the good news is neither boat is empty, so it won't take long to get both boats full. Right, I can see Joe there now. Crew member Poppy, not quite up to sitting on the back benches yet with Reg. She's quite happy laid on the floor in the bed, but out the back here so she can see what's going on. Stay there, Reggie, goodbye. It's good that the sun's come out. It's been quite gloomy here. But yeah, anybody that's moored in Granary Wharf in Leeds, it is like Windy City. Red State. Fortunately, the next lock after this river lock is all electric, so it's nice and easy. Good girl, Poppy. again? No, I've not. I've forgotten. I'm concentrating. Sorry, everybody. Going back to the olden days, it was a silent video. Is that,
It's not black and white.
is that definitely all the way down? But it should be a thing to look at.
Nothing there to look at, maybe. Nothing there to show you. So this is Leeds River Lock, though, is. We're dropping down onto the air and colder.
Yeah. Like I say, this is the last manual lock we've got to do. The rest of the locks today, I'm all electric. The only awkward bit of this is that the air and cold is coming from the left hand side and then sweeping round under that bridge you can see in front of us. And just in front of this white fence is where we've got to pick Joe up, which on a single boat's not a problem, you just manoeuvre across, but because of the way two boats tie together like this handle, it just makes it a little bit awkward. Again, depends on the wind. If the wind's getting the front end of the boat because you're poking out into the river, it then starts spinning the back end away, and Joe ends up having a long walk. Yeah, the key you can see Joe operating there, it's called the anti-vandal key, and it's basically designed so that somebody can't open the paddles out of mischief and empty the lock and just leave it open and leave it flowing. Most of the locks on the Leeds and Liverpool have got those on. We've obviously learnt over the years from experience. Joe, water coming in through this. Pouring in. Yeah, the ground paddles on these have got no markers. Normally the paint's a white line. This has got no white line. And I can see now as the water level's gone down, we've got water bubbling, so the lock's still trying to fill as we're trying to empty it. Turn it a couple more turns and it's probably lifted the whole mechanism up, but the inflow of water stopped. Horrible design there, absolutely horrible design. Unfortunately, you don't get to see a lot of the armouries from here though. We go to the flood block at the side of them. You just get stood on, I'll push this out so you're not squishy. Yeah, they weren't. Right, so we've got Captain Jack Black's back on board.
And that was the last time I'll need to use currently my windlass or our anti-vandal key. So now, from now on, they're all electronic locks. So what I'll do is I'll keep this going, guys. We'll do the lock that's next to the armouries and just show you that one because it is electric. Enjoy the view. I'm sorry we don't have music and we're all fully trendy like all the other YouTubers. I am a novice. I'm not tech savvy, guys. This is raw and how it is for us.
But she rolls a mean cigarette. Off the crack.
Both them boats are out and one went while I was filling the lock, so there will be one coming back.
Yeah.
stay together. It makes you think, is this the future of breeding where people just stay in their own bubbles? Yeah, it's very, very strange. You know, and if you're walking down from your apartment to the one below, where's your exercise coming from?
The on-site gym.
Yeah, the on-site gym. I love this bridge. I can't tell you anything about it apart from it's a blue metal, beautiful bridge, by the way.
It's called Leeds Bridge, I think.
Leeds Bridge. Yeah, as I said, I can give you little snippets now and again, but yeah, I know nothing about this bridge. I just know we're out on the river and it's absolutely beautiful. The Bridge Social, did we know that were there?
What?
That pub, the Bridge Social. Oh, pub we might have missed.
distance there in front, those orange bollard things, that's the start of the weir, and that's where the course of the normal river would have run, and then man-made leading off to the right hand side, that's where you go to the lock, which gets you over the weir basically.
And you'll see as we turn in, there is boards like what you have on the motorway sort of thing, big white boards. And pointing straight ahead, it says weir, do not proceed, with a stop sign. And then it says to the right, it tells you all the navigation and where you're going. So you really, it's idiot proof really, isn't it? You just look at the boards and it tells you which route to take, even if you don't have boards.
It changes, obviously when this river's flowing fast, you would be getting dragged and drawn down towards that weir. It wouldn't be a very positive feeling. And likewise, coming out of this entrance,
It'll be dragging you back, wouldn't it?
dragging you backwards.
Well, the good news is I can't see anything at the minute unless that taxi's really low. There's no water taxi at the minute. Yeah, so we're all clear going round.
He would see us now anyway.
Yeah. So that's the board just there in front of us. You'll be seeing it coming up there now. So obviously we're heading to the right, which is Leeds Lock, Gould, Wakefield, Calder and the Hebble. And we'll just be going past, just to the right of us is Leeds Dock.
So where you can see that sign that says Welcome UK Rafe, that bridge there, where that bloke is just walking across now, that's the entrance into the armouries.
As you can see, there's so much work going on around here again. And just there is Leeds Lock. This is the first of the electronic ones. It's on orange, so it means we can proceed,
And operator.
which is amber. And that there in front is the armouries, the Royal Armouries, that big glass building. So let's see if you can see in there. That in there is Leeds Dock. A lot going on in there at the moment, obviously because of the thing that's going on this weekend. Even to the point I've seen today on Facebook, they've refloated a boat this morning that was sunk. Sorry for the angled photo there, guys.
Stay there because I'm going to go road round it.
Yeah. This is where life becomes easy on the river now.
Get rid of the reverse for me.
Yeah.
one blip.
Now in. Look down.
Should be coming in.
So that's just got stuck on the bottom there, isn't it? It is coming in. Don't go in too much more or I'll be stuck. Are you picking me up outside the lot?
Yeah. So, like I say, it's an electronic lock. We've got some key in the control panel at this end, which will raise the paddles. Better get a rope on just in case I'm needed. delay is because we couldn't open this end gate, but we managed to get the other end open because the lock was empty. So there's a boat actually coming in. What we're hoping is it was just a sensor wasn't set properly and it resets the whole thing, but we'll find out, because obviously it doesn't let you operate one end while you're doing the other end, if that makes sense. So down there, look. So I've got you. I've got you. Got you. Damn it. Yeah, someone was down there. That's the camera. Not really how we wanted this update to go for YouTube, but that's the realities of it. So like I say, we're just waiting for the other boat to go into the lock, and then we'll be able to see what's going on, whether or not it's working, whether we've got to call somebody out. And it couldn't be a worse time of the day to call somebody out, because it ain't going to happen tonight. Just pick Poppy up so she can have a look around. So I can see the gates closing. So you sitting there, good girl. Stay. No, move your feet. Move your feet, baby. Move your feet, that's a good girl. Okay, so the telling bit will be when they move down to this top control panel, open the sluices. The sluices are opening. I think, for sure, I think they do it in stages. So what I'm looking at there, I don't know if it's too far away to make out, there are two white circles. So the thumbs up from Joe says that it's working. busy area at night. This get a lot of youngsters like to go and sit on that grass bit between the canal and the river. And the river actually, it's not the canal anymore. So, I don't know if you can see that, but the gates are opening. So, at this moment in time where all systems goes, I'm just going to go untie the rope, wait for that boat to get out the lock. Just saying, it couldn't have been a worse time. Got nobody at this time of day, would we? See ya. So, we're going into the flood lock. This is not the front lock's behind it. It's only a small lock in comparison to some of the locks we're going to see as we crack on further down the corridor. Yeah.
I thought we just can't get out of Leeds.
And it couldn't have been a worse time of day either because there'd have been nobody.
No, I said last time it broke last time when he came through, so it took 2.5 hours to get there.
can lift her off as well. No, Reg, stay. Good boy. Stay there. So that's us through the lock. The easiest place to get Joe back on board is just through this flood lock. There's a bit of mooring on the right hand side. Hop up, good girl. Just wait. When Mum comes, take you off. Yeah.
ladies and gents. So obviously Steve told you the problem we was having at Leeds Lock. We are now clear of Leeds Lock. We are now officially out on the Aire and Calder. So I want to say a big massive thank you for everybody that's came and viewed my video.
Apologies for the fact that it was boring.
Yeah, sorry it was boring, we've had technical issues, you know, obviously with locks and stuff. But we don't think it's too bad so far, so if you enjoy, keep following it and hit that subscribe button, guys. Take care.